With this Pilates class, I'm inviting you into my personal practice for any time my back is feeling stiff or sore. I'm Hannah Ray from Clarity Pilates. Let's get on the mat. We're all gonna start lying down, and I really love to just move through some bridges. So we just lift the hips up and then slowly set them down, trying to lay the spine down like a string of pearls, one vertebrae at a time. Curl the tailbone as you come up and let the pelvis, low back, ribs, and upper back lift sequentially, and then massage your back into the mat on the way down. Because we're still warming up, I don't want you to worry about how high your hips are getting, but I do want you to focus on length in the tailbone, even at the top of your bridge. So instead of arching the back to lift the hips higher, press through the feet, lengthen the tailbone, and see if you can feel a stretch in the front of your thighs. And then for a more advanced option, and I would only do this if you know it's gonna feel good, you've done it before, you can sneak your hands right under your hips for some extra support and just press into the pelvis to get that nice, juicy back bend. Beautiful. If you are in this higher option, you can go ahead and release the hands now and just set the hips down gently. And then let's all bring the knees into the chest for a little squeeze, really curling nose to knees to open up the lower back. And then bring the legs to a tabletop today for our 100. And I'm actually gonna place my head down on the mat. This is a little trick I use to keep my superficial, closer to the surface abdominal muscles really stable, rather than the deep core muscles we usually work in Pilates. So if you normally do the 100 with your head up, you might give this a try and see if you feel it in a different way. Everything else is the same. We just take nice deep breaths. And when my head is down, I like to keep my legs in more of a tabletop position to keep any pressure off my low back so I can focus on pumping the arms with strength and taking full deep breaths. Final exhale. And then bring the knees back into the chest. Give a nice strong squeeze. And then maybe clasp the hands underneath the hips. I always just find this helps open my low back up that little bit extra, which feels so good on a day that I'm sore. Whew, I can really feel my hamstrings are tight today, so I'm not gonna straighten my leg all the way up for single leg stretch. I'm gonna keep it bent and just really focus on the femur bone making the circle. So you can join me now and circle the femur bone across the body, down, around, and up. Maybe try a smaller circle than you would normally do. And even if you're not as sore as I am, you can bend your knee. And let's reverse. So this might just help you get that feeling of really grounded control and use the motion of the leg to massage into the back of the hips. Nice, let's give that knee a good strong squeeze, lengthening the opposite leg away. And then we'll go ahead and switch to the other side. So we'll bring our leg up, keeping it a little bit bent, and then taking it across the body, down, around, and up. Focus on just stirring the femur bone in the socket with control. You can keep your abdominals engaged and hands pressing down to make sure the hips stay stable. And after 5 circles, you can reverse. After your second set of 5 circles, we'll just hug that knee, give it the same strong squeeze, and then bring the other knee into the chest and let's rock and roll up to sitting. You can hold the ankles or the shins, but today I'm gonna grab my own wrist underneath my legs to help my low back get that extra support with rounding. Just breathing here, and I like to imagine my low back is inflating with every exhale, tailbone dropping down. And then we can rock and roll, not worrying too much about getting back up quickly, but just about massaging that low back into the mat with every roll, keeping the heels close to the seat, keeping the knees close to the shoulders. After your next roll, you can come up and meet me in a little balance. Hold, hold, hold. Nice. And then we'll plant the feet on the floor, hands behind the thighs, and same round spine with the tailbone tucked under. You're gonna lean back and then lean forward. So the spine stays curved the whole time. We're not gonna sit up at any point. We just rock back and then rock forward, nose towards the knees. Several more times here, and we're doing this, yes, to engage our abs, but mostly as an exercise in rounding through the lower back to help it release. And the support of the abdominals is actually going to help us do that. Next time, you can lie all the way down on the mat, knees to chest, both hands to the right leg, and then we're just going to switch the legs back and forth, giving the knee a good strong pull every time it comes into our hands. I like to aim my legs a little higher on days my back is sore so that it doesn't go into my low back, but all the work stays in my stomach. And then we'll do the double leg stretch. So you hug both shins and then arms and legs reach away from one another before squeezing back in. And same thing, just aim the feet a little bit on the high side to keep that right in the core and protect the lower back. Beautiful. Take a moment and rest with the head down. Maybe just move the legs a little out and in to open that low back. And then we'll all sit up, and I'm gonna suggest you grab some cushions or pillows to sit on, especially if you're sore like me. Whew, feels really nice to be propped up. Arms are gonna stay on your lap today, and you're just gonna dip the chin, let the spine round gently, and then scoop the abs and press into your thighs to come back up. So we're really lifting our posture tall to start, and then we're dipping the chin, recruiting the abdominals to stay engaged so that we can relax safely, and also using the support of our hands so that we don't collapse here. It's not about going for the deepest stretch. We're going for a supported lengthening of the spine through this round C-curve shape. Really nice. Come on up, and we'll do that one more time. Exhaling on the way down so you can scoop the abs, release the air from your lungs. Inhale to inflate back up. Lovely. You can set your props aside and come to kneeling on your mat. Arms reaching forward in front of you. We'll just do a little chest expansion. So you pull the arms behind you, hold the breath, look right, left, center, and then exhale, reach the arms forward. So abs are still strong. We pull the arms back, hold the breath, now look left, right, center, and exhale. Just one more each side. Inhale, pull, get tall, look, center, and exhale. One more time. Inhale, hold the breath, and look, center, exhale. Gorgeous. And that is our finale for today. You are all done. Thank you for joining me for this short personal practice. I feel so much better, and I hope you do too. I normally don't share these more personal videos here. I share them in my Facebook group. So if you'd like to join for more content like this, there's a link in the description below. And if you want to support this channel and more free workouts, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below letting me know what you'd like to see next. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on the mat.